Most futurists stand on a stage and forecast what tomorrow will look like. They point to trends and tell you the citizen of the future will live differently than we do today. Stephen Yarwood makes the exact same claim, but he isn't guessing. He is already living it. Stephen has spent 3 decades where sweeping changes hit actual people. He is an urbanist, a strategic futurist, and former Lord Mayor of Adelaide. Yet his daily life does not run on digital reactivity. He wakes near first light and walks his dog on a quiet path. No phone in his hand, no rushing. When a morning begins with a screen, your first thoughts belong to someone else. Stephen protects this walk because a leader's value is found in the quality of the attention they bring to the day, not the speed of their reactions. Clearing mental space is the foundation for everything that follows. Compare that quiet walk to the standard executive morning. A barrage of emails and urgent demands often dictate the agenda before a leader has even reached their desk. Stephen bypassed that chaos by building an agentic operating system for his own life. He calls this personal AI Athena. She runs quietly in the background, managing his scheduling, tuning his smart home, and tracking subtle trends in his health and recovery. The most powerful technology in his life makes almost no noise. The entire system is human-led and AI-enabled. It catches a drift in his daily routine early and offers a single sentence of adjustment rather than a screen full of overwhelming data. By handing the administrative drudgery to a machine, the friction of the day disappears. What is left over is raw time and cognitive energy, reserved exclusively for the high-level judgment and strategic problem his clients actually need. When Stephen sits down to work, the heavy lifting is already done. On the computational side of this workflow, Athena has synthesized massive amounts of data, recalled past client notes, and built out a structured scaffold for the day's problem. She holds the memory and the pattern recognition. That leaves Stephen to execute on the right side of the equation. His job is the ethical judgment, the nuance, the relationships, and the final taste. The machine scaffolds and the human ships. He now coaches CEOs through this exact transition. He takes leaders who are drowning in the daily doing and shows them how to build their own systems, moving them into a position of clear, calm directing. Contemporary leadership is no longer about grinding out maximum output. It is about orchestrating intelligence to make better decisions under uncertainty. Stephen carries this lived experiment onto the stage. Audiences are watching a working prototype of a life already lived a little further forward than the room he is speaking to. This framework shows how his preparation process is strictly agentic. His keynotes never come off the shelf. His system ingests the specific client brief, the local economic conditions, and the industry trends. These converge into a completely unique session built for the exact people in the room. He speaks to executives alongside them as a peer. By stripping away the performative volume of a typical vendor pitch, he commands the room through calm authority and genuine presence. When you put him on a main stage or in a boardroom, you are putting a living example of a highly capable leader right in front of your audience, challenging them to catch up. His framework holds up because the foundation is deep. He has spent over 30 years dealing in complex strategy, strategic foresight, and urban planning. During his tenure as Lord Mayor, Stephen governed through actual disruption. He sat in the chamber and made the structural calls required to lead a city through technological and social change. That lived executive experience is why he is trusted to hold the stage at global summits, delivering insights everywhere from Singapore and Los Angeles to Riyadh and Moscow. The combination of a massive historical footprint and a relentlessly forward-looking lifestyle gives him the precise authority needed to guide modern organizations through rapid change. This brings us to the ultimate question for leaders today. How do you integrate these tools to become more capable while remaining deeply, stubbornly human? Stephen answers that question by showing up as the proof. Audiences walk away from him with clarity, courage, and a tangible sense of optimism, rather than a creeping dread about machines. The future is not predicted, it is designed. The people who start building now will live it first. Live tomorrow, today.